Hey up, Klein from BrewBru here. So today we're going to show you how to do a pressurised transfer from the SS Brewtech Chronicle out to a Corny Keg. So this is my chocolate stout that you would have seen hopefully in episode 2. If not, go check it out. So it's now ready. It's been set and fermenting for a couple of weeks. So I'm going to do a pressurised transfer now. The idea behind this is obviously to introduce as little oxygen, or hopefully no oxygen, as possible. So let me just switch cameras. So we've got our SS Brewtech Chronicle here. I've taken my sight glass off the bottom just to make it a little bit easier to move around. And then we've got our CO2 canister here. Now we will just crank this actually right back. So we're only wanting to do this maybe 2 psi, 3 psi. And then I've got a gas line here then from D here. I can control the pressure here a little bit through this as well. Going into the top of our fermenter. Now these are not kind of designed to be pressurized, so you do need to be careful that you're only kind of doing between 2 and 3 psi, I would recommend, and that's pretty much all you need. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect our outlet on here. Now I find these I don't know, is it kind of mainly when you're doing pressurised, but there is just a little bit of a leak here. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of PTFE tape on here to keep that off. We've got our hose in a bucket of star sand at the moment, which we'll pull out. So I'll get this rigged up and we'll show you next steps. So we've got our Corny Keg here. So at the moment this is full of star sand. Just been sanitising it out. So what we're going to do is pour it out and then we'll purge this with CO2. So I've got my gas line here connected up. So we'll just give that a little bit of a blast, pressurise it, and then we'll hook up the gas line to Brewtech. So we'll show you that now. So there's 2 methods of doing a pressurised transfer. I'm going to show you the first one today just because it's more convenient today, because so I'm making a chocolate milk stout. I want to add a little bit of lactose in. So because of that, I'm going to be pouring that directly into the keg. So the 2 methods are, the first is basically take the lid off the Corny Keg, and what you do is then just get your hose that goes from your Chronicle and just pour it in. Now because there's a blanket of CO2 in that Corny Keg, as you kind of pour the beer in, that blanket of CO2 just rises up and doesn't let any oxygen in, so you're safe enough. So that's one method. The purists might kind of disagree and might think that there's a chance of some oxygenation there. So the other method is to connect your tube up to the beer in on the Corny Keg, and just lift the release valve up. So as the beer goes in, your CO2 that's already in the Corny is coming up through your release valve, and that's a complete pressurised transfer. So I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to show you the earlier method, which actually is a little bit easier as well. Okay, so here we've got our hose connected up here. We've got a little bit of PTFE tape, as I mentioned. We've got our lid off our Corny. So this has all been sanitised with star sand. And all we're going to do is just turn our gas on a little bit. And as you can see, we've got flow. So nice and steady. So we're only at, as you can see here, a couple of psi, virtually nothing at all. So just enough just to kind of push it out. And yeah, we're getting a kind of nice steady flow there. Lovely jubbly. So it's looking good. So that is nice and easy.